Hey everybody, it's Dave Juno. How y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good for Saturday. Great day. I can't complain. It's been a great day. A little cool out, but that's okay. I was still I went out and did my errands, and then I did what I always do: record mass at 4 o'clock. So I don't really want to talk about that because people get a little iffy about religion. But I'm a Catholic. What are you going to do? So the person today was talking about Synthroid, which I guess is a medicine to help if you have hypothyroidism and or no thyroid. So, from what I looked up, and it was on the public medical website that I looked it up. She did an AI thing, but she was talking about it, and so I decided to look it up. And there was a study, I think 2016, um, for people with Meniere's disease and hypothyroidism, into seeing if this Synthroid would work, would help the Meniere's disease. Because Meniere's, in a third of people, is autoimmune. Thyroid problems can be autoimmune. So it kind of makes sense. Let's see if this kind of helps if you have hypothyroidism. So they did it, and they brought in 35 Meniere's patients. Out of those 35, 12 of them had hypothyroidism. So then they did they tested on them 3-week increments, 3 to 12 weeks, to see if their Meniere's improved on those 12 people. And it did. It helped them. The symptoms improved, everything improved. And that's great. But remember, you have to have hypothyroidism first. Okay? There's no doctor out there that's going to prescribe you Synthroid or any of those medications if you don't have hypothyroidism. You know why? Because it can be very bad for you. So I'm not saying the person's wrong, because hopefully they got a thyroid problem. And from what I read to the post, it seems to help them. She did say something about lymphomas, getting lymphomas as a side effect. But lymphomas, that's kind of fatty cells. I don't know how that works, the lymphomas. But if something was going to give me lymphomas, I don't think I'd take it. And I don't see it on a side effect. Okay, because here are the side effects that you can get. Side effects are usually caused by excessive dosage, mimicking hypothyroidism. Hyperthyroidism, not overactive thyroid. That's the problem, because it's supposed to increase. Hypo means it's not producing enough. Hyper means it's overproducing. So if you're taking this and you don't have a thyroid problem, you're going to put yourself in hyperthyroidism. So, which is not something you want to do. So common symptoms, side effects: rapid or irregular heartbeat, chest pain, weight loss, diarrhea, vomiting. We all do that from vertigo. Tremors, nervousness, insomnia. Well, I have that anyways. Irritability, sweating, heat intolerance, fever. Serious side effects like cardiac dysfunction can occur with high doses. Key side effects of Synthroid: if the dose is too high, over replacement, symptoms of hyperthyroidism may appear, including heart issues, neurological, psychological, metabolic, digestive, weight loss, increased appetite, diarrhea, vomiting, excessive sweating, heat tolerance, muscle weakness, headache, leg cramps, hair loss. Well, I'm bald anyways. But yeah, it can cause your hair to fall out. And changes in menstrual cycles, I don't need to worry about that. And if you're not a woman, you don't need to worry about it either. It also says, allergic reaction, seek emergency care for hives, swelling of the face or throat, or difficulty breathing. So there's a lot of side effects about this. So first off, a doctor is not going to prescribe you this if you don't have hypothyroidism. They're not. Because it's just what I just said. It can put you into hyperthyroidism. That's not good. Okay? So do yourself a favor, get a blood test. See if you have a thyroid problem, a hypothyroid. Then if you do, you might be in luck with Synthroid helping you. But if you don't, please don't hound your doctor for it. And it is a prescription. You can't just go to the compound pharmacy and say, hey, make me this, because they're going to tell you there's the door. I mean, that would be like Doc walking in and saying, hey, can you make me crystal meth? They probably could, but, they're not going to. So, yeah, you need a doctor's prescription. And there isn't a doctor out there, unless they want a malpractice suit, that's going to do that. It's very good that somebody found this, that person found this. And I think it's great because there's a lot of us that have hypothyroidism. So this could be a very helpful thing if you have hypothyroidism. Okay? And she had mentioned something in another comment about, a lot of us sitting around waiting for a cure instead of fighting to live a better day. And that's a true statement too. That's a very true statement. I don't have a thyroid problem. I've been tested numerous times. I don't have a thyroid problem. But, so if you think you might have a thyroid problem, or you do, this may be helping you. And you don't realize it. So that was a great post. It was AI, but I didn't see much difference between the public medical place that I went to and her AI thing. Her AI thing, there wasn't really a big difference. The only thing I found was that study that I talked about. And as far as the side effects, it was actually the same thing. I looked up the public med and it did the AI overview, and it was almost exactly the same. So yeah, it's if you have a thyroid problem, it's worth looking into. Okay, because it could mean that your Meniere's is autoimmune. But you got to remember too is not everybody's Meniere's is autoimmune. Okay, some of it's hereditary, some of it is autoimmune, some of it they just don't freaking know. And I've made videos about that before. They just don't freaking know. So, it's a hard disease to diagnose, it's a hard disease to treat, it's a hard disease, period. But kudos to that woman who looked that up. I think it's awesome that you found something and it's actually helping you. I didn't like the fact that you said you were getting lipomas or I don't know if it's lipomas or lymph nodes, swollen lymph nodes with it. But you know what? If you could tolerate it and this is helping your Meniere's disease and it's able to help you live a full life, all the best to you. That's great. I'm not knocking you at all. I know I've had swollen lymph nodes my whole life in a few places. There's no cancer. Everything's fine. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why it doesn't. Been tested for stuff and they can't find anything. And that's fine. I'm alive. If I make it to September, I'll be 60. Believe it or not. So on that note, hey guys, have a great rest of the weekend. I just wanted to touch base on the Synthroid because I did do some research on it after I read it. And like I said, I repeat it again. If you have hypothyroidism, good chances could help your Meniere's too. If you don't, and you do take this, you're going to put yourself in hyperthyroidism. And that is not good because of the side effects I've read with heart issues, losing weight, sweating, all that other stuff. So if you don't have it, don't take it. On that note, have a great weekend, rest of the weekend.